Hello, my friends! I'm so glad you're here today to talk about something very exciting: how to think in English. If you're learning English and want to speak fluently, learning to think in the language is one of the best steps you can take. Let me share some friendly tips and ideas with you. Don't worry if it feels tricky at first. We'll take it step by step together. First, let's start with a simple question. What does it mean to think in English? It means you stop translating words from your first language to English in your mind. Instead, you start understanding and creating ideas directly in English. Imagine seeing a dog and thinking, a dog, instead of first saying the word in your own language. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? Now you might wonder, how do I even start? Don't worry, you don't have to think in perfect sentences right away. Start small. One great way to begin is by naming things around you in English. Look around your room. Can you name your bed, your chair, or your phone in English? Try saying the words in your mind. The more you practice, the easier it will become. Another tip is to practice simple sentences in your head. For example, when you're getting ready in the morning, think about what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm putting on my shoes. It might feel a little strange at first, but it's a great way to start training your brain. Here's another fun idea. Describe the world around you. When you're outside, think about what you see. The sky is blue. The trees are tall. There is a bird flying. Try to create short, simple thoughts in English. You don't need to worry about grammar at this stage. Just let your thoughts flow. Speaking of flowing, let's talk about a very friendly practice: talking to yourself in English. I know, it might sound funny, but it works. When you're alone, try to have a conversation with yourself. Ask yourself questions like, what should I eat today? Or, how was my day? Then answer them. It's a private and stress-free way to practice. Listening to English is also super helpful. Watch movies, listen to songs, or follow podcasts in English. When you hear a sentence you like, repeat it in your mind. For example, if you hear someone say, "What a beautiful day," think the same sentence to yourself. This helps you learn the rhythm and structure of English naturally. Let's talk about an exciting trick: using your phone to help you think in English. Change the language on your phone to English. It might feel strange at first, but soon you'll start recognizing words and phrases without even thinking. For example, you'll see settings or notifications and understand them automatically. Do you enjoy making lists? Try writing lists in English. For example, make a grocery list or write down your daily tasks. When you write buy apples or clean the kitchen, you're helping your brain connect everyday actions to English words. Here's another idea. Keep a simple diary in English. Write about your day, your feelings, or your plans for tomorrow. You don't need to write long paragraphs, just a few sentences. For example, today was a good day. I went to the park. The weather was sunny. Writing in English will naturally lead you to think in English. Now, let's talk about one of my favorite activities: imagining. Pretend you're in an English-speaking country. Imagine going to a cafe and ordering coffee. I'd like a coffee, please. Picture yourself asking for directions. Where is the nearest bus stop? When you imagine these situations, you're preparing your mind to think and respond in English. Do you like to read? Reading books or articles in English is a fantastic way to fill your mind with new ideas. As you read, try to picture the story or information in your head. If you see the word beach, imagine waves, sand, and sunshine. This practice makes the language feel more real. A little advice: don't worry about mistakes. Thinking in English isn't about being perfect, it's about trying and growing. Even if your sentences aren't complete, that's okay. If you think, me go store, it's still progress. With practice, you'll improve. Learning with friends can also be wonderful. Find a buddy who is also learning English. You can remind each other to think in English and even practice conversations together. For example, ask your friend, "What do you think about this book?" and listen to their answer. It's a fun way to practice. Finally, remember to be patient with yourself. Learning to think in English takes time, but every little step brings you closer to your goal. Celebrate your progress. When you find yourself thinking, "It's cold today," without translating, smile and say, "I'm doing it." Thank you for joining me on this friendly journey to think in English. You're doing amazing, and I'm so proud of your efforts. Keep practicing, stay positive, and enjoy the process. You've got this, my friend.